Alright, what's up guys, the Human Car Jack here, and today we're going to be heading over to AutoZone. We're going to be getting some detailing and car washing products. I want to show you guys exactly how I detail my car. This isn't necessarily the right way to do it, but this is how I do it, so stay tuned. I'm a fool for you, baby. Alright, so we just finished our purchase. We got some good old shop towels, got a wheel brush. I have a wheel mitt, but they've been getting pretty dirty, so this would be a nice little replacement for that. I got this Gorilla Glue with a brush attachment because we have our lip over here, right? I think I might have showed you guys this earlier. Actually, I'll put up a clip right now. Yeah, our lip kind of broke into 3 little pieces. So a couple pieces, I think it's on this side somewhere, but you can't, yeah, whatever, you can't see it right now. I basically scraped the edge of a sidewalk and it chipped off, so this is going to help kind of put those back together. I was going to get a new one, but I think it could actually be salvaged. We got some Grimmspeed interior detailer. We got an oil wrench. I have a specific oil, like, thing that you basically put on top of it, like specific for my car, and then you attach a wrench and you could take it off. But I'm using this maybe for like my mom's car too, and I also have an issue with my sink that I think it could actually help with. We have a Grimmspeed car wash finish thing, so it says that it makes tons of suds right over here, so we're gonna try that out. I really like Grimmspeed products. I never used this one before. I've always used like a Sudsier, like Chemical Guys one for the power washer. But we'll see how this all works out, and yeah, we're gonna head back home now. All right, we're back home, and just to give you guys an idea of how dirty the car is exactly, see all this like dirt that's like caked on right over there, in between the door handle. Look at all these streak marks over here. Pretty gross. This side's not looking too bad. Right over here on the upper wheel well area. And then the front's looking pretty gross as well. So we're gonna start off with a basic rinse, and then we're gonna break out all the products that we got. Mud flaps too are looking kind of gross, and then we'll go from there. What we're gonna do first, though, to make the best use of our time, is we're gonna take the lip, we're gonna apply the glue to it, to all the pieces that kind of came off. So while this is drying, we're gonna be washing the car. I was this close to just go on eBay and buying another one, but honestly I think I could just fix it. So we're gonna start off with this piece, because this one right over here slides right into there. I don't know if you guys can see that, right into there. Yep, so we're gonna start there. We're gonna hold those together. I might use this clamp to kind of like keep them together. It's actually looking pretty good so far. I don't even think I need the clamp. It's holding pretty well. I put like a thin layer over here on the outside, as well as on the inside, so not just in between the plastic. So I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna let it sit for a while, and we're gonna move on to the bigger portion now. All right, so we've been having a little bit more trouble with this side just because it broke in so many places. You have to basically glue that top part, and then over here on the bottom, I don't know if you guys can see that, and then like on the side. So it broke in like a kind of weird way, so it's kind of hard to get them to stick together. I think, like, yeah, you can see the top is already unsticking. Yeah, worst comes to worst, I'll put this part on and keep it on. There'll be like a little hole for now, and then I'll probably just get another one. These were pretty cheap. These were on eBay for like 130 bucks, so eventually I'll get another one. As for now, we're gonna go ahead and wash the car. So we got the pressure washer all hooked up right over here with the hose. This is just the regular like water attachment. So we're just gonna give it a quick rinse, and then we're gonna add the suds and go from there. Alright, so we got our initial rinse done. We're going to go ahead and let it sit for a while. We're going to head inside the car, and we're going to start detailing the inside. It would help to have your keys when you're trying to open the door. But anyway, so we got our detailer spray. We're going to start spraying it on this mitt. I've been using this mitt for a while. It's pretty good because it allows me to get into like all like the smaller areas, like on the steering wheel and like in between here, and like the smaller places in the cup holder and whatever, all these different little crevices in the car's interior. So we're gonna go ahead and spray that on the mitt, and we're gonna get to it. All right, so we hit up pretty much every area inside the car, like all the plastics. So right over here on the lift gate, right there, all around over here. on the back of the trunk. We hit all the doors, even like the leathers, because this stuff is pretty much good on any surface. So leather over here, didn't touch the cloth because it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna take the vacuum there instead. But as far as like cleaning up all the leathers and the plastics and some of like, you know, like the metal, like door handles, things like that. The dashboard's looking good. Center console's looking okay. I'm gonna take a microfiber cloth now, this one right over here, just a dry one. I'm gonna just wipe over a lot of the surfaces because like that that glove kind of did leave a bit of residue. Like you can see like on the screen and stuff like that, like over here, and that's pretty much due to like the material of it. So I'm just gonna wipe off all these areas a little bit. Then we're gonna go ahead and vacuum it down, and then the interior should be good. We finished vacuuming the inside and we took out all the floor mats because they're pretty filthy. So we're gonna go ahead and use the pressure washer, clean them up a little bit. And then we're gonna get to the exterior, starting off with the wheels, and then we'll do the rest of the body. So some of you guys might be questioning why I didn't soap up the wheels first. Well, the first thing I used was the Extreme Tire Wheel and Tire Cleaner by Armor All. That stuff pretty much foamed up pretty well, just like soap would. I've used this method before, it works pretty well. So I apply that, let it sit for like a couple seconds, and then I rinse it off. Then I go ahead and put the Iron X by CarPro. This is basically to remove any sort of contaminants from the wheels and the tires. And then I finish it off. Well, again, I rinse this off, and then I finish it off with Extreme Tire Shine, and I use a tire applicator. So wheels are looking pretty clean. Got the tire shine on there. It's going to be sticking there soon. And I decided to go ahead and apply the tire shine immediately after like spraying it, like spreading it immediately after spraying it. A lot of times they say like if you want like a, I don't know, like a more long lasting shine, you let it sit for a little bit and then you apply it, then you kind of squeegee it on. But I like the deeper shine, not the deeper shine, just the more shininess. So I let it kind of sit more on the surface, and you get this kind of like glassy looking effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the rest of the tires, and then I'm gonna get to washing the rest of the body. Actually, you know what? I should have held off on using the tire shine since we still have to clean the rest of the body, and all the like the water and the soap is gonna be dripping onto the wheels. It's probably gonna wipe off that tire shine. So this wheel that we just did, we did the Armor All Wheel and Tire Cleaner, the Iron X, and now we're gonna leave the tire shine off, and we're gonna wait to do it till the end. Just came back to check up on the lip. So we glued the big piece to the rest of it, and there are some gaps. Like I just can't get them to close because it's a little bit uneven. Like it didn't perfectly crack. There must be like some tiny little like particle pieces that got left behind when I broke it. But I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I don't think it's gonna hold up very well. We're gonna let it rest for, I don't know, another like hour or two until we finish the wash. In the meantime, we got the suds all filled up over here in our foam cannon. We're gonna get that on, and we're gonna get to the fun part now. So we just rinsed all the suds off. This is normally a step that I wouldn't do. So right over here, the iron, like the decontaminator that we used on the wheels, we're actually using it on the paint as well, because I haven't cleaned this car in a while, and especially in the back over here. Let me show you guys. In the back, I don't know if I got some of it off, but yeah, there's like tons of like streak marks over here that like just aren't coming off. Right over here, you can see it a lot. Yeah, so in order to get like a kind of deeper clean, we're gonna use the Iron X on it and see what we can get out. So we just sprayed on the iron decontaminator. You can see right over here all the purple streaks, all the iron and different contaminants that are coming off of the paint. Normally I would rub this in with a different microfiber cloth, but because I don't want to spend all day doing this, I'm just going to rinse it off. And again, guys, this isn't the proper way. This isn't like a tutorial on how to detail your car. This is just how I do it. So you can do it this way. You can do it a more thorough way. It's looking pretty good. We're getting some iron deposits over here too. Not so much on the side. And we got some over here in the door handles. And right over here. So overall, not too bad. I mean, definitely a lot over here. This is where I sprayed the most of it, and yeah, you can see it right over there. So we're gonna get to rinsing this off. In the deep, not that way. The iron remover is all washed off, so the car's kind of wet right now. So we're gonna go ahead and take a towel. We're gonna dry it off. We're just gonna wax it. I'm actually not gonna clay bar it, but if I was to clay bar it, I'm gonna show you guys what I normally would use. So normally I would use Mother's Instant Detailer along with a clay bar like this. All right, I would run it over the panel smoothly, one by one, but for the sake of time, we're just gonna go straight into the drying and waxing portion. So this is the wax I'm going to be using. This is on Amazon. It comes with this little cloth. It's by Car Guys Professional Detailing. It's a hybrid wax spray sealant. So we're going to try this out. Never tried this one before, so we're going to go give it a shot right now. Before we do that, let's actually go ahead and put the tire shine on the rest of the tires now that the car's all washed. We got the car all dry, and now I'm looking at the directions for this bottle. So step 3 says, using a clean, high-quality microfiber towel, simply wipe product, flip onto dry side, and buff off to reveal an amazing shine. So it sounds like it's a pretty easy step. It doesn't sound like it requires too much buffing. And it also says to do it by a 2x2 section every time. So not a lot of it is needed. So we're going to give this a shot and see how it turns out. Pretty much finished everything up. The car wax worked pretty well. I'm liking the results. The paint is definitely feeling a lot smoother because of it. Not the most smoothest or like the most thorough detail I've ever done, but again, like I told you guys, this is how I do it when I'm in a pinch. I mean, this did take about 3 or 4 hours now. I did take my time really, but this is pretty good results considering I didn't use an orbital wax or anything, or like a really thick sealant that's going to take a lot of time. So pretty good as far as like a hand wash together with some of these tools over here. So I want to show you guys every product that I used and in which order. So as far as the interior stuff, we use the Rallitek interior detailer together with this hand mitt. You can get this at any sort of AutoZone or Pep Boys. That's pretty good. It doesn't really get into like all the tighter areas, so you might need a detailing brush. Then we moved on to the wheels. We have these 3, 1, 2, 3. We have the tire and wheel shine. Then we have the Iron X decontaminator, and then we have the extreme tire shine. So that one I did mess up. I showed you guys I did them all 3 back to back. You should do these 2 and then this afterwards after you're done washing. So I did use a wheel brush. This actually did wonders. I never used one of these before. I've used like a different like mitt, but I like this a lot better. It gets into like the tighter spaces, because especially with these wheels, it's like very thin spoked and it's hard to kind of get in between everything. So we got those 2 going. The Iron X really helped kind of decontaminate and get a little bit deeper clean, so I like that. After we finished that, we went on to Rallitek's car wash. So this is the soap that I used in the what's called the foam cannon right there. All right, and it really suds. It really created like a nice sudsy thick wash, so that was good. So we used that. After we used that, we buffed it in, or kind of like wiped it around with this orange towel. And then once that was done, we dried it off with this thicker towel. And once the drying process was complete, we moved on to the Car Guys Premium Hybrid Wax. It also does come, like I mentioned before, with its own microfiber cloth. So that was pretty cool. Basically just had to apply a couple wipes once I applied the spray to the paint, and then flip it over to the dry side and then just buff it out. So pretty good results. All right, so you guys just saw the footage of the tune and everything. We just cleaned up the car inside and out. So we're gonna go ahead and apply the sticker right over here on the rear driver's side window. All right, looking good. Finally got the VTR sticker on. Our last step now is to put the front lip back on. We're gonna see how well this thing has stuck. I mean, given a good amount of pressure there and it's not moving. This thing's probably gonna fall apart. Who am I kidding? Still, we're gonna try and put it back on to see how it looks. At least it'll be like a temporary fix for now, and then in the future we'll just go ahead and get a new one. All right, so we finally got the front lip back on. I decided to add a couple of these zip ties over here. It looks kind of dumb, but at the same time it makes it look like quote-unquote rally-ish. I know that people do that a lot. They kind of do like the stitching. I don't know if it's with wiring or zip ties, but honestly I don't think it looks bad at all. Like from far away you can't really tell. It's pretty dirty right now because I didn't clean it before I put it on the car, but the rest of the car is looking pretty damn good. I mean, look, from far away you really can't tell, but honestly this was worth it. It took a long time, but car's looking clean. Without the lip, honestly it looked really naked. So now it's looking pretty good again. So guys, that's gonna be it for the video. That was my detailing video. If you guys have any questions, the products will be down below in the description. If you guys want to know what wheels and tires I have, I know that that's like a big question pretty often. Go ahead and check the description as well. I always have it in the top of the description. If you guys aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. For those of you who are new, go ahead and hit that notification bell to get the latest on whenever I post a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.